What is up, everyone? Welcome to night 2 of our 3-night event with Remotely Paranormal. Uh, we are just running into a few technical snags, but Bree is setting up and still getting ready. The signal is spotty, to say the least, so we may not get to as many areas and locations on the property as we had wished, but just even testing this out on StreamYard, we have had some issues keeping up with it. So real quick, say hi to some people. We got Hillary, Sam's Pretty Paranormal, Kayla, Jamie. Thank you all for tuning in. Brianne, thank you for tuning in. Rebecca, it's good to see all of you. So we got Carrie C, just Nicole. All right, got some people watching. This place is really cool. This is a very large complex, and I'll give you a little facts while Bree is getting ready. The property of the former Western Block and 3 stone buildings still in existence today predates the Western Block, spanning back to the early 1800s. Many paranormal experiences have been told by the current tenants of the property, former workers of the Western Block, and in written journals of people once associated with the property. With the property's direct connection to the Erie Canal, accounts of canal workers, canal boat passengers, and travelers are told to have also visited the property, as a hotel once stood on the site, but it burned down in 1841. Paranormal investigators have picked up audio telling investigators to get out, fire, as parts of the buildings that have burned over the various fires in the past 200 years. Wow. There is also accounts of a gentleman and a lady in a historic dress that have visited the art and gift shop and some of the classes because of their love for the arts and what the complex was turned into post-Western Block. It is also known that the president of the Western Block Company, William Kean Jr., had a huge love for the arts and devoted part of his fortune to the arts and the enrichment while living and after he passed away. So that's really cool. I like things that push creativity. We still got Bree. Looks like she's setting up. Can I get a thumbs up if you're ready, Bree? I didn't. That was not a thumbs up that I got. So she definitely ain't ready. So right now, Bree is setting up at the Stone Building East. Now, this structure is from around the 1820s. Let me see what we got. It's part of the raceway system that utilized the water spring from another direction. And it was this water raceway that allowed people to drop barrels of liquor into the top of the ridge behind the property. And it catches in the first floor of one of the East Stone buildings during the Prohibition. At the time, the fire department and the police department were right on the property and actively operating during Prohibition while alcohol was being moved around. It's pretty cool. So that is the building that Bree is in right now. Setting up, getting ready. We are going to, I believe, be using some REM pods and tripwire. Now, with how things went, and we're not sure what locations are going to work or not, this is more so going to be Bree exploring. I'm not going to give out the challenges like I normally do for this. We just find it easier that she's going to have a backpack full of equipment and go to and from location, and I will jump in and kind of recap what's going on as the night goes. So I hope you are all in for an exciting night. This place seems really cool. I'm going to actually drop the link to their website in chat, just in case anybody wants to check it out themselves. This is ParaNiagra in New York. ParaNiagra at the Western Block, to be specific. They do tours. Let me go back a little bit. And so they do private sessions, they do ghost tours, they do National Ghost Hunting Day. You can get tickets for all that stuff on their website. A lot of cool stuff on here. Make sure to go check it out. Make sure to follow them on their socials as well. What's up, Nick? Nick is in the house. Amber. Just waiting for Bree to join us. A video on all the various equipment and how it works would be neat to have if you haven't already done that. So, I did do a show once where we had like a brief explanation before the person used the equipment, what it was like. But Carrie C, I think that is a great idea and something that I think that we could make and give some good content because, yeah, we got a lot of people watching, that may not. They understand what a paranormal investigation is, what the purpose of it is, but they may not understand the tools used and how they're used or why they're used. So I think that is a phenomenal suggestion. Oh, Amber, at this one, this is the Paranormal channel, and we don't have members on this channel. If you are on the Haunted Road Trip, that is Horror Road Trip, where you can find me, that has members. Looks like she's getting the lighting set up right now backstage. What'd you guys think of last night's episode? Did anybody go back and catch anything else that we might have missed? I'd like to see that in chat if you did. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you, Kayla. And what did Sam say last night? It was so awesome. I want to go back. Yeah, I would love to go and visit that place myself in person. I have never been there, so I definitely want to check out. Now, this place, getting a little bit of a video tour that I was so lucky to be on with Bree, it looks phenomenal. A lot of area to cover. So, in one part where she thought she had seen a shadow in the kitchen, I did see one moving around. Interesting. Yeah, Jamie, you'll have to, if you know a timestamp for that, let us know so we can go back and look at that specific area. I know once Bree's trip is over, we'll be going through and really looking at everything, but kind of going to take a day or two away before we start reviewing all the evidence. Bree, you about ready back there? I don't see the camera moving anymore. It is very dark, so I cannot see if you are giving me a thumbs up or not. All right, I'm just going to add you. You're on stage with us.
I've been giving you a thumbs up for like 5 minutes.
All I can see is a black screen.
You don't see me?
Oh, not at all. I can see.
Oh my God. I've got my viewfinder down.
I can see a little bit of green light at the top, but that was about it.
Hold on. Let me make sure my front camera. Oh, because I got
I
it
can see
pointed
you
the wrong. Okay, because I got it pointed the wrong way. Don't judge me.
now.
I'm like, man, I've been giving you a thumbs up for like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's a completely different shot. Okay. So why don't you take a moment and let the people know? I kind of gave some history about where you are, that you're in Stone Building East,
Yeah.
and a little bit about the property itself. But why don't you talk about the room that you're in, what you are planning on doing here in the next few minutes?
Okay. So, yes, everybody get a good laugh at what I just did. So I know that I'm in Stone Building East. I'll be honest. The history tour was delayed. I'm going to be giving that on TikTok after the live event tonight. So if you want to know the history, join me on TikTok at Paranormal Trip and Breathe. So I heard what you said about the building, but I don't know much about it. They were very careful to not give me details, so that way it would not compromise any of the challenges that you have for me tonight, if there were any. But Frank did say that they get a lot of room pot activity in front of this door. So I figured tonight that we would whip out the room pod, which, so I've got that out. And then I've also got one of the trip lights out running parallel to it. And we're gonna see if we can get some activity in here. I'll be honest, when I walked in here, you can feel the building, like it felt heavy. I was really hoping we could do the barn, but we lost signal in the barn. The barn was just overwhelming with the feels. So,
All right. Well, I will let you do your thing. I'm going to hop down and I will be back in about 30 minutes. So, like I was telling them, we're kind of winging it here with the signal. So, I'm not going to throw challenges at you. Just
okay.
try to get the best evidence that you can and use whatever equipment you got.
All right. So, okay, I will say this. If anybody has watched Death Walker with Nick Groff, this is a property that Nick Groff has filmed at not once, but twice. Season 3 and upcoming in season 4. So, you're going to want to watch that if you haven't. I'll be honest with the technical challenges of Wi-Fi that we just went through. I feel a little like off kilter right now, so give me just a second. I need to like woo-saw myself. So, spirits, I want to say hi. I want to apologize if I seemed rushed running into your area or disrespectful. I do not mean any disrespect in any way, shape, or form. I know that you guys are well loved being here on this property. Alright, now I'm feeling it in my face. From what Frank and Heather were sharing with me, they get a lot of activity on REM pods from you over here that you like to communicate with REM pods for whatever reason in front of this door. I don't know the history of the door. I don't know if there's something traumatic that happened here. I know that from what Heather and Frank were telling me, there's about 200 years of history, and they're still piecing together the history of the property as a whole. The property here is a full city block. It's massive. If you saw my TikTok video that I dropped, you'll see how it's literally a full city block, guys. It's massive. But I want to let you know, spirits, that I come in nothing more than love, light, and peace, and respect. My main goal is to help properties to get the stories told of the spirits that still reside. And I'm going to actually pull out my boo box right now and see if we can initiate some communication with that. I can definitely feel that something's here with me. Like I said, I'm feeling it really heavy in my face. Even when I take a deep breath, I'm feeling it. I know that there's a lot of shadow play in the buildings here. They've actually caught full shadows on camera. And I do ask for your guys' forgiveness. My rig is tilting. I need to get a new tripod. My rig, when it has a battery pack attached to the phone, gets a little heavy. So my phone might be at a weird angle right now, and I'm sorry for that. Ma'am, my friend says that she sees you. I know I feel you. And I want to say hello. And if you would like, I do have equipment here that we can use to communicate with. Get my microphone cap running. Ma'am, did you used to work in this building? Or did your husband? See, I know the snow outside is melting, so I'm hearing like, okay, there's a clock behind me that's ticking. That's what I'm hearing. I feel like she wants to communicate with me, but she's apprehensive. Like, the closer I get to the door, the more my face hurts. Like, I'm definitely feeling her presence here. One thing I do want to let everybody know is that we are right on the street, so there could be some interference while we're in this building with it being the stone building. There is no installation, so you could hear interference from outside. I will do my best to call out any noises so you can know that it's not paranormal. A cop car siren going by, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I understand that this building was part of the raceway system. Were you or a family member involved in the production of the liquor that was made here? Or possibly made here? I just heard some noise from the corner over here. And I thought I had heard something behind me too, but that was a loud noise, so I was trying to pay attention more to that. I'm gonna go ahead and start necrophoning. Now, ma'am, I do have a device here. Spirits. That will help you to communicate with me. I keep feeling drawn. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera. I keep feeling pulled over here, and I don't know why. It almost sounds like something's like clicking above me. And I want to point something out. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on camera or not. There's like a little pinhole on this door that I came in through. I'm going to turn my camera off, and maybe you guys can see it. I hate that my camera is leaning. You can't see it on camera. Dang it. Okay. I'll point it out. So there's a crack, like just a little hole, like right here in the door. And as I've been standing to the side talking, I keep watching that light get blocked out, and I can't tell if it's something. No, it's something right here. When I was standing over there, I couldn't tell if it was in or if it was out, like an animal passing by. But like as I'm standing here, it feels like I can feel. I can definitely feel like somebody's standing here by the door. But it wasn't tall to block out, to make the whole door go black. It was like a small black shadow figure that was right there. Hey, babe. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this. Spirits, once again, I just want to say that my name is Bree. I want to thank you for your time, for allowing me into your space. I would like to help to get your story told and to learn the history of the location. I'd like to let you know that you're never going to be forgotten. Ma'am, can you tell me what your name is? Can you say hi? Door. Can you tell me who's by the door? Cassidy? Cassidy, can you tell me how old you are? Okay, that light is completely blacked out on that door now. Can you tell me who's standing in front of the door I came in? Okay, that was a full sentence from a female. I couldn't make out half of it. I know she said, I need, and there was like 3 or 4 words after that. Can you touch the REM pod? Let me know that you're here. I keep asking that question. Try moving that. Have Heather and Frank been taking good care of the buildings for you? Yes, yep. Do you like communicating with Frank and Heather? When they bring the REM pod out to talk to you? Yeah. Are you nervous to use the REM pod with me since you don't know me? False. Not yet. I know, I'm a stranger in your space. I'd be a little nervous and wary too. That's why I'm staying back from you. That's why I moved the REM pod. I don't want to be rude. Can you tell me what year it is? Thought I heard walking above me. Is there somebody upstairs? How many spirits are upstairs right now? It's not a couple. I heard a couple of different numbers. I'm curious to know what you guys heard. Can you tell me what this building was used for? There's definitely walking upstairs. Either that or there's something in the corner. Did you hear me? I heard you. Is that you that I hear walking around? I heard a response. It's the, but what, I missed the last word. Can you repeat the last word for me, please? It's the thief. Yes. So there's a thief in the building. Can you tell me what the thief stole? Thief. Can you, don't tell him. Can you tell me what his name is? Leave it. It's mine. That was a female voice, so is the thief your husband? Okay, something just hit my rig. Just tapped on it. Okay, you guys are saying 10. That's what I heard too. I heard 10 upstairs. Can you tell me the thief's name? Hi. How are you? I'll tell you my name. My name's Bree. What's yours? Leave it alone. Oh. Deep doesn't want me to know his name. Is there somebody behind me? Girl. Is there somebody standing at the door behind me? What was this room used for? Whore? That's interesting. Okay. Alright, there's no need to be vulgar, guys. That was a full sentence, but I only made up part of it. One for you. I'm gonna be honest, the whole vibe in this room changed. Who just came in here? Me. Who's me? Can you tell me the name of the gentleman who would have ran this building? Or can you tell me the name of the gentleman who owned the land that all these buildings were built on? Am I afraid? No, I'm not afraid. Are you afraid of something, sweetheart? Did anybody hear a voice just now? That was not from the necrophonic. It was a male voice. Is there some? Who's telling me to get out right now? Like I feel a real big, like a tightening in my chest. Like it feels like the whole vibe. Like when I walked in before, like I could feel that something was over here, that there was somebody here. I felt like there were people on that side of the wall, kind of like peeking around watching me, like, who are you? What are you doing in our space? We don't know you. Is that the foreman that's telling me I need to get out? Chris, timestamp that. I need to go back and listen to that voice that just came through necrophonic. If you don't mind, please. I'm hearing a lot of movement from above me. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Did somebody come downstairs? Yep. Who came downstairs? Nick. Is Nick here? Jim, Ezra came through too. There's a noise from over here. This location is actually known for a lot of shadow activity. How many minutes are we doing in here, Chris?
Oh, you just hit it.
Okay.
It's 30 minutes. All right. So there was some. I did see a shadow in the left corner. I got a timestamp on it. It looked like under the shelving unit. Saw something kind of move out. It was actually towards the front of the shelving unit, like ahead of you, almost where the tripwire ends.
Okay.
Kind of came out over one of the legs and then back. So I got the timestamp to go back and check that out and see. So, all right. So what are you feeling right now in this room?
Cold.
Cold. All right. Where?
Right hand. Okay, so whoever was by the door, I don't feel anymore. My face doesn't hurt anymore. I don't feel like I'm invading. I really felt like I was invading space, and it wasn't until I walked around and I read the camera and I saw what Jamie had said about there being a female by the door. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Because I kind of felt like what was here before I knew what was female. Like, it was very kind of like apprehensive, kind of like, who are you? Can I help you? Was the feeling I was getting. I'm hearing a lot of stuff above me. Like I tried to show, but it won't show on camera because it's a pinhole, and like right now it's blocked out. Like there's literally something like Yeah, there's something blocking out the light right now on the door. Because there's a couple cracks on the door where like but they're like tiny little cracks. But like I could fit a pencil through it, like the tip of a pencil,
Uh-huh.
up until the fat part of the pencil. You know what I mean? Like if it was sharpened, I could fit it up to like where it goes round. That's how big it was. And there were a couple other cracks, but I don't see any light coming through the door now whatsoever.
Interesting.
So I don't know if something is standing outside of the door or if there's something in here in front of it, but and that's where I was hearing a lot of the noise was that corner, and I couldn't really tell if it was that corner or if it was above. And I kind of felt like when I was walking over there, like I was invading, like it was unlike her where she was kind of like, "Can I help you?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?" Like she wasn't being rude. She was just kind of like, "Oh, who are you?"
Mm-hmm.
Like you're new. That one is kind of like, I feel like it's a very assertive male.
Okay.
Is the impression I'm getting off of what I'm feeling by the door. Yeah, I just saw something. Okay, I don't know how to describe this. It was like a ball of black energy went out from where the light. The hell is this that I'm seeing?
I'll turn the camera and see if we see it.
I don't think you guys are gonna see it. I think the IR is gonna block it out. Okay. Let me try to describe this to you. So what I'm seeing, what I've been watching just now, is I saw a ball of black energy, like a black orb, go this way and disappear. Then I saw one go this way and disappear. And then I saw what looked like a hand come this way and draw back in. And that's when I was like, what the hell am I seeing?
Mm.
Like standing here, like I feel like I'm standing in, like I just invaded space.
Is it the feel the same as when you were at that other door?
No. Like with her, it wasn't like she didn't feel mad. To me, it didn't feel like she was mad, but kind of like, I don't know you. I don't really want to talk to you. So that's why I started asking questions about Frank and Heather. So, maybe let her know, like, hey, I know them. They're friends of mine. I probably should have said.
You were name dropping to the ghost.
Yeah, I was name dropping. I don't know. Like, hey, we cool. They're my buds. I'm their bud. You can be my bud too. But
Jamie says the girl was curious.
yeah, like she was kind of like, "What are you doing? Like, can I help you? What are you doing?" Like curious, I guess would be the best word. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm coming out of that rushed. Like I'm finally feeling like I'm not rushed right now. So, but yeah, this. I personally don't know what this is, but I'm not sure if I like it. And there's a couple things that came through the necrophonic that made me raise my eyebrow. So, 2 names go back to Hinsdale.
Mm-hmm.
And one, actually, if you heard the mom in a boy voice, when I asked you to timestamp it, it kind of sounded like my son. So that's why I wanted you to timestamp it so I could go back and re-listen to it.
Jamie says the vibe you're feeling is more territorial, very protective over the space.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm invading right now. Like I'm, like we don't know you. Go.
All right, so then let's take that as a sign. Where do you want to go next?
I think we'll do lower gallery because that'll be on our way up.
Okay, I got an idea for that one, so let's go there.
All right, let's do that.
All right, I'll put you backstage. All right, so couple timestamps. I don't know if any of you saw it, but when after Bree turned the camera there at the end and was facing the door and kind of talking about, I think it was right when she said black orb. I saw something go down. Well, it's on this side of the screen. Go down the side of the screen. Could have been dust. Could have been a fly. I don't know. I just found that it was real coincidental. The second she said the word black orb, there was some sort of anomaly that went across. So definitely check that part out in a recap. Got some good timestamps. What's everybody's thoughts on the place? What did you think of this room? I hear a lot of people talking about a woman being there. I've seen on the multiple streams that we have going on, a couple different people mentioning a woman or stuff to do with that door that we were facing where the tripwire was. I was really hung up on the shelving unit. I don't know. It was drawing my attention, and I was focusing heavily on that. See, I had a lot of shadows or just things playing with my eyes over in the shelving area. All right. So, yeah, Jamie, the shelves had a lot of shadow play. So, next room we're going to is the lower gallery. Looks a lot like, it is an art gallery. There was pictures of that hanging up down there. And I know that the former owners of the place, Kieran Jr., was a big lover of the arts. And what I'm thinking I would like to see is just Bree walking around with her camera and kind of admiring the art, maybe talking about the art, and seeing if we can use the art as a trigger object to maybe talk to Kieran himself. Let's see. Jamie, I did get screenshots of the figure in the door. I will send them over to Bree. Awesome. Can't wait to check those out and see what those look like. Bree is making her way across the grounds right now, hoping not to lose signal. Usually when we're walking between the buildings is where she drops out, and then it takes a moment or two to reconnect. So fingers crossed. Looks like she's about to enter the building now. Like, this place is so big, they have walkie-talkies. So there is owners of the building on property. They are just at a home base. Bree is in here doing her investigation, but this is such a massive property that she is on right now. All right. Looks like she is almost there. Making her way down the hall. Did anybody else see anything that maybe we haven't talked about? I know we mentioned shadows. I thought I saw a possible orb. Anybody else see anything? Dustin, how much did she pay to come in and do her own investigation? That is probably like a private answer that, you would go on to the ParaNiagra website, and there is ways of booking tours and private investigations. Bree, let me know when you are all set up. I see that you're in the location. I think you gave me a thumbs up, so I'm going to add you. There we go. There's that thumbs up. All right. Do me a favor. Talk.
Talk? Is it working?
Is there like a fan or something by you?
The heat kicked on.
Is it really loud?
Kind of. Not really.
Like
I
it's.
mean,
I hear like a static.
no, it's not staticky.
Huh. All right. So I have an idea about this room.
Okay.
So the former owner and his wife were massive art lovers. They loved art. You are in a gallery. Why don't we use this art on the walls as a trigger object to maybe talk to them?
Okay.
You know, look at the art, talk about the art, and just see if we can get a response from them.
Okay. I've got a tripwire that Frank's letting me use that I think will cover the whole length of this room.
Okay.
So I'm gonna set that up on the floor, and then I'll pull out the SB11, which will be running 2 channels, one forward, one in reverse.
Cool.
So we'll see if we get anything through that.
All right. Let's do it. That's right, Mark. Orbs can be explained away as bugs or a light reflection, but not always. So is this the massive tripwire?
Yeah.
It's like 30 feet.
36.
36-foot tripwire. Holy cow.
Yeah, so we'll run this through the room.
Cool. You'll probably have to change the angle of the camera at some point because we can't even see the floor.
Yeah, no, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that right now. I'm actually gonna purposely put the phone over here in this doorway, because right when I walked in, I heard doors opening and closing, and
good.
there should not be any doors opening and closing.
Okay.
Frank and Heather are here, but they're here for security purposes only.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't. They're in a localized room. They're not wandering the building.
Right.
So there's no reason why doors should be opening and shutting, and I know that there is one door in particular.
Hey, Bree, when you're that far away with that air going, you got to really talk loud because we can't hear you.
Okay, so there's no need for the doors to be opening and shutting, because they're localized, and I know that from what they were telling me, there is one door here in the building that can open and shut at times on command. So I don't know if maybe there's other doors that open and shut too, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. So Bree is setting up a 36-foot tripwire, which is amazing. She's going to run it across by the picture. So, you know, somebody goes in and admires some of this artwork. Maybe we will see them where they are standing and looking. As she said, too, she has an SB11 that she is going to be using to try to communicate with the spirits in this room. Let's see, Jamie says, from the first angle, she was at a long, big picture. The woman looked almost like the one in the doorway. Interesting. All right, looks like the tripwire is set. For those of you new to the paranormal world, the tripwire is similar to an EMF reader. Each of those little lights will change color, if a electromagnetic field comes in contact with it, or something comes through their electromagnetic field.
Now, is it possible to get their name?
Mm,
Or do you want me to try to get their name?
You can try to get their name.
Okay. Why is this being so... I need a new tripod. All right. Okay, so this is the SB11.
Cool. I'm going to step down while you do that. You got 30 minutes.
All right. Okay, so this is the SB11. It will run 2 channels at once. I can run one in forward, one in reverse. I can also choose AM or FM. So please tell me you guys are hearing this too. There's somebody walking. Hello? Do you guys hear this? I won't provoke. Okay, Chris, I know you said I need to be in here, but I'm getting a lot of movement from in here. I don't know what that was. But right as I went to turn on the SB11, I started hearing all kinds of stuff come out of this room. Do you guys hear that? All right. Can you make another noise for me, just so I know that you're in here? You guys, it's that table right there. Like, something's tapping that table. Thank you. All right, guys, So this table is debunked. That's water. But I don't know why the lights turned off. That was weird. So if those lights are on a timer or like they're motion activated, I was standing still. But it's possible that the water falling, because it's coming from up pretty high. But I also don't know what type of a sensor it is. So I just don't understand. Because these are the lights that shut off. And I don't know if these are like on a timer or what. But that was interesting. So let's go back in here and try this again. But I also hear talking and I can't debunk the talking. Okay. That was just weird how they turned on though. Or turned off and then came back on. So possibly paranormal then, since they went off and went back on? I don't know. Alright guys, we'll do an FM sweep first. I understand that you had a love, that you had a love for the arts and made sure that there was a way for the arts to continue on even after you passed. And I know we'd like to say thank you for that. Is there any piece of art in here in particular that you're fond of? Do you prefer portraits? Do you like abstract? What is your favorite kind of art? From what I heard, there's a lot of activity that happens in this gallery. Are you in here because you enjoy the art? Or is this where you used to work? Can you tell me your name? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. My name is Bree. And I want to thank you for sharing your space with me and my friends who have joined me. Are there any children that run around in here? I've heard that there's children that come from the cemetery and come down here to play. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try AM. So we're on AM now? Is it just me or does it sound like a dog barking coming through? Whose dog is that we hear? There's the dog again. Is that a puppy? Did there used to be a dog on this property? Do you like the art that's in here? Are you still working? Can you tell me what your name is? Okay, something just grabbed my hand. Who just grabbed my hand? There's definitely a male trying to come through. I just can't make out what he's trying to say. Are you trying to guide me somewhere? Can you tell me what you're trying to hide from? Or who?
You got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was catching that too. The hiccup whispering help. Well, if you want, Chris, because I gotta remember how to get to the next location.
Cut.
So if you want, we can go ahead and wrap this one.
Okay. Where's our next location? We doing the upstairs?
Yeah, we're going
Okay.
upstairs now.
And that's our final one because we can't do the barn, correct?
Well, we also had the Western Stone, and we had the upper gallery too.
Okay.
But
Let's
we can do the upper gallery if you want.
which one was I don't remember which one was what when I saw them. Pick one. That'll be our last one, and then you can do the other ones on your TikTok.
Yeah, we can do upper gallery because then I'll do the walkthrough with Heather and Frank on
Yeah.
TikTok, and then everybody can get a chance to see and learn a little bit of the history, just enough to wet y'all's whistles.
Sounds good. Let's do it. All right, go move up there. All right. So that was pretty cool in that room. That was not the main art room that Bree went into. I like that we were able to debunk the tapping noise as water. That's always cool when we can find an answer, whether it's paranormal or not. But how about those lights going out? Possible theories? Could it be, the water with the electric caused it to flicker? I think we would have seen it happen a lot more if that was the case. We saw that there was no motion detectors on those lights, and it seemed to be right when she was really investigating is when it shut off. So, I mean, to me, I mean, it seemed pretty paranormal. It definitely did. It was really cool to be able to see. Saw a couple of, sorry, drop something. Saw a couple of possible orb sightings throughout. I believe that last one we saw was a fly because I saw Bree's hand afterwards kind of swatted away. Jamie, I definitely don't think there was electrical issues. I really think that when she got closer to the shale play, it almost felt like a scare tactic. I agree. That's what I was saying when she started to investigate and look into it was when those lights went out. Yeah, definitely seemed paranormal. I agree. So this next room that we are moving into, there's a few stories to go with it. I believe this is the room that Frank and Heather were kind of telling us about earlier when we were there. Welcome to the party, Boston. Boston is my co-host over on Horror Road Trip. Thanks for joining us. So Bree is making her way up the stairs right now. This is going to be the final half an hour with us on Remotely Paranormal. Then be sure to catch Bree on TikTok, where she is going to go throughout the complex with the owners and talk about the history of the place. She should have better service on TikTok. When we were testing stuff out earlier, it seemed like StreamYard was possibly the main issue for this. And that's right, that guy. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and share this out if you are enjoying this content. We have one more night left in our 3-night event, and we will be going to the Wildwood Sanatorium. If you have followed us on Remotely Paranormal, that was the very first location that we did, and it was supposed to just be like a one-off event, part of a collaboration project me and Bree were doing that turned into this whole series. So it's going to be cool to send her back and see if we can get some more reoccurring things that we did last time when we were there. So we had some great activity last time. Looks like Bree is setting up. She's in the location right now. And she is getting the stuff she needs for that. And we are good to bring Bree back. What is going on, Bree?
We're going to use dowsing rods.
All right. Let's move you a little bit closer when you do that.
Yeah, I'm going to. I was trying to get further in the room, but when I moved into the room, because I wanted to come further this way, because it feels, there's like a feeling of heaviness over here. Like it feels like I feel pressure on my chest. Like it's thick. The air is thick right here.
You know what's weird was.
I'm trying to move my camera one more time. Let's see if it does it again. I'm just curious if it does it again. This is more of a. I've got noises up here with me that I'm hearing. But I want to know if it happens again. When I tried to put the camera over there, it kind of froze. And it almost felt like they didn't want me coming this way.
I believe this is the area where I lost you when we were doing our walkthrough, too.
No, that was in front of a window.
Okay.
And this is close to. I might be in the wrong room. I don't know. I'll have to ask for verification on that when I see Frank and Heather. Okay, so are we good right now?
We are good. When you do the dowsing rods, though, can you sit straight on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this room, they do dowsing rods and they do Ouija board. And they seem to have good communication when they're in here. So I figured, even though I am a novice and I'm learning the dowsing rods, why not? You got to practice, right? So why not try?
Right. All right. I'm going to let you do your thing. You got 30 minutes.
All right. I'm not pausing for theatrical anything. I'm trying to figure out what I'm hearing right now. It's like super heavy. Like it feels like, it just feels thick. The air is just thick. Nobody's upstairs with me, guys. Did you hear that? And it just got blacker than black right there. I can't see light anymore. Like I can turn the camera and try to show you, but with the IR light, you're not gonna be able to see what I'm talking about. It's like there's the black, and then it's like, Chris will understand this because we had this happen to us at Madison Seminary. Like the black, got like way black. And that's just what happened. It sounded like somebody walked out of the room that's over here. Okay, that's heating that's kicking on. Okay, did you guys hear the running? Something just ran down the hall. Like all of this right here went black, black, black. Like there was legit running down the hall, just like what Chris and I had at Madison Seminary. This is Madison Seminary 2.0 right now. Okay, so I thought I was going to do dousing rods, but maybe we'll just sit in the dark and listen. Because there's a lot of activity right now up here. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to fix my phone. Hello? See, I turned the camera around and it stopped. Okay, now it sounds like somebody's coming up the stairs that I just came up.
Damn it. I wish the camera had picked that up because something was running down the hall. I mean, full blown. That's why I flipped the camera around. There's a shadow down the hall to the right. Okay, I don't know what that is that just kicked on. Yeah, Boston, that's when right as I was saying, that's the heat kicking on, I started hearing the running. Did you hear that? Hello? You guys, this upstairs is so active. I don't know if you're hearing all the noises or not. Like, they're loud. I don't know what the bang was. Boston, this is Paranormal AF. Because it's random, and some sound closer and some sound farther. I don't have any mag lights with me. I'll have to see if I can borrow one. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, you guys. This is insane. Where, Boston? Over here? Solid. There's nothing. You want me to put my back to all that noise and try the rods? Jamie, you're killing me, sister. Yeah, that's a solid wall, Boston. And hey, Adam. See, I'm not good with rods like. Well, spirits, my name's Bree. I want to thank you for allowing me in your space tonight. I would love to get to know you and communicate with you. I come in nothing more than love, light, peace, and respect. I've got my dowsing rods. Can you show me? We can do yes or no questions. Can you show me what yes would be? Thank you. Can you show me what no would be? Thank you. Is there a child that's playing games with me right now upstairs? Thank you. Is there someone behind me right now? That's a hard yes. Okay, thank you. Is there somebody behind my phone, behind my camera? Yes. Thank you. Can you point to where the spirit is in the room with me? Please? I think they're trying to say behind me. Thank you. Is that the only spirit behind me? Yes. Thank you. Can you point to where the spirit is that's behind my camera? They're sitting evidently where I was just sitting. Probably reading your guys' comments. Wow, I just got really cold. Is the child that's playing with me right now, is it a boy? Thank you. Is he a teenager? Yes. All right. Thank you. Did he work in this building at one time? Yes. Okay, thank you. Does he like to play tricks on people a lot? Yes. It's a hard yes. Okay, thank you. That was weird. The last one, it felt like it was pulling, like it literally felt like the dowsing rod was getting yanked. Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
time is pretty much up, but I want to play a clip for you real quick.
Okay.
This is pretty cool. Why didn't I hear the audio this time? Hold on, let me double check because like on my computer I can hear it and it's a voice on the other side of
Boston, I agree with you because of the hesitation with the answer. Like, it took a while for the rods to cross. Like, I could feel hesitation, if that makes any sense, with the dowsing rods.
This is so weird. I'm going to play this one more time and see if we hear it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to just try to share the clip, the video file itself, because this is like clear as day. Let me try this. Did you hear it?
What was that?
I don't know. That's wild, though.
Well, right? If that's okay, what did I just ask then?
I don't remember. I have the timestamp, and once that clip got to me, I was just working on trying to get to it.
Yeah. Well, what's really weird is that if that's when I think it is, because you see my eyes get big and I look over here, there's a long table with chairs around it. And I heard what sounded like something like tap the table. Like it sounded like something like was right there. And I couldn't tell if it was on the far side of the table or if it was right like close to my side of the table.
Well, that was a cool find. I have a list of timestamps for you.
Okay.
So we can go back and review. Great night.
Yes.
Where are people going to be able to find you in the next few minutes?
In about a half hour, I will be on TikTok. On Paranormal Trip and Break, or you can look me up with my full name, Bree Hollingshead. And I am going to be here investigating all night and spending the night sleeping with the spirits.
Very cool. And for everybody watching, if you are interested in visiting ParaNiagra, let me drop their link one more time. Let's nope, hold on.
Yes, definitely. And I saw Gil say he wanted to go here. Gil, this is where we're going on Wednesday. freezing all of a sudden.
Here is the link to check out ParaNiagra. Book your tours today. Great location, huge location at that. And check out Bree. You can see me over on Horror Road Trip this Saturday when we do another Rise and Fall McCamey Manor series. So make sure to go and check us out and say hi. And with that,
Well, don't forget us tomorrow either.
I've plugged us all night for tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we are going to be returning to the infamous Wildwood. This is where it all began for Remotely Paranormal. So don't miss us at tomorrow, though, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
So be ready. Don't be late. We will be there. We will see you. And everybody, you all have a good night.